Good morning, children. I hope you all are safe at home. Here I am back with another new interesting chapter, that is chapter 2. Now children, what you all can see in these pictures? These pictures are of different types of trees. Some trees are taller, some trees are shorter. Some trees have many branches. Some trees are conical in shape. Some trees bear fruits. So, different trees have different types of features. What are the features that make one tree different from another tree? This only we are going to study in this chapter 2, that is adaptations in plant. Tell me children one thing. Have you ever seen the lotus growing on land or cactus growing in water? No. Why? Because lotus grow in water and cactus grow in desert area because it requires sandy soil to grow. So, these places are their natural homes where they live and grow. So, the places where they live and grow are called its habitat. The features which allows cactus to grow in desert areas and lotus to grow in water are called adaptations. So children, what is habitat? The place where a plant naturally lives and grows is called its habitat. What are adaptations? The special features that allow a plant to live in a particular place are called adaptations. Now children, as you all know, plants are growing everywhere on the earth. But all plants are not same. Why? This is because plants grow in different areas and different types of soil, temperature, rainfall. This means some plants require sandy soil to grow. Some grow in the clay soil. Some require moderate climate to grow. Some needs hot climate. Some plants grow in heavy rainfall. Some plants require very less rainfall. So, different plants have different features. That's why all the plants are not same. So they are different because they have different types of soil, temperature and rainfall. So on the basis of these, the plants are categorized into two groups. What are they? They are terrestrial plants, aquatic plants. Terrestrial plants are those plants which grow on land. And aquatic plants are those plants which grow in water. So in this chapter we will discuss both types of plants. But in this session I will explain you about the terrestrial plants. These terrestrial plants are found in hilly and mountainous areas, plains, marshy areas and deserts. So we will discuss one by one about the trees which are growing in these areas. So first we will discuss about the trees growing in hills and mountains. The trees which are found in the hills and mountains are pine tree. Now you can see children, this tree is conical in shape. Pine tree is tall and straight. They have short stem. The leaves are very thin and drooping down. Next, survive in cold conditions. That means the climate is cold and there is a regular snowfall. Leaves are middle-like in shape. That means leaves are very thin and drooping downwards. They are of dark color. They have long deep root system. They have long deep roots to collect the more water and nutrients. They are conical in shape called conifers. As I showed you in this picture just now, all trees are conical in shape. And one more interesting thing is that children, these trees do not bear flowers. They bear cones. That's why they are called the conifers. That's why the trees are called conifers, because they do not bear the flowers. So, I will show you the picture of cone, which are found on the hills and mountains. Now next is plains. We will study the tree growing in plains. So what are the trees which are growing in plains? Banyan tree. See, so many branches. Peepal tree. Mango tree. All these trees are the examples of the trees growing in plains. Now what are the adaptive features which allows them to grow in plains? They are, trees have many branches with big and broad leaves. Now children, broad leaves help in transpiration. Yes, you all know what is transpiration? Yes, the leaves release the extra water in the form of water vapor, which is called transpiration. So these broad leaves help in transpiration, which makes the tree cool in summer. Moderate to warm climate. They require moderate to warm climate to grow. So what is moderate climate? Climate which is neither too hot nor too cold. They shed their leaves in winter. Shed means to lose off. To lose off or to fall. So they shed their leaves in winters. And those trees which shed their leaves in winter are called deciduous trees. Next, marshy areas. Now you must be thinking, what is marshy areas? Yes. First, what do you understand by marsh? Marsh means very wet, muddy area on land. Means the soil is very sticky, which holds lot of water there. So, soil is sticky and clay. That means that clay soil holds, lots of water and very little air. So the roots which are under the ground, they are not able to breathe air, because soil is clay and it holds lots of water, very little air. So roots did not get the enough air to breathe. So they emerges out. So roots come out of the soil upwards in the air to breathe the air called the breathing root. And plants which grow in the marshy areas are called mangroves. So I will show you the picture. See, mangroves grow in the marshy area. Now you can see the soil is clay and sticky, which holds lots of water. See, the roots are above the ground. For what? For breathing the air. That's why these roots are called breathing roots. Deserts. Now we will learn about the plants which are growing in deserts. Now you all know the examples of the plants which grow in the deserts. Yes. What are they? Yes. Cactus, baboon, aloe vera, they all grow in the desert area. Where? Because they require sandy soil to grow. These plants are adapted to live in that sandy area because they require very little water. Now children, tell me, why they require very little water? Because their growth is very slow. So they do not require much water and food. Let's take example of cactus. Now here you can see children, leaves are modified into the spines. You can see these spines? Yes, these are spines. These spines prevent the loss of water. Now children, tell me one thing. As they do not have leaves, then how they are able to prepare the food? Yes, you know how is photosynthesis process is carried out? It is carried out by the stem. Stem makes food for the plant. Stem makes food for the plant and save water also. That's why the stem is very thicky and fleshy. Baboon grow in the desert area. So, as the stem stores the water and food, so it is soft and fleshy. Now, again, let's revise what are the features which allow the plants to grow in the desert areas where the roots are long and grow deep into the ground. As these roots are long and grow deep into the ground in the search of water. The stems are green and thick. The leaves of cactus plants are changed into spines. These spines prevent the loss of water. They have slow growth. As I told you, they have slow growth, so they do not require much water and food. The plants which grow in the area where there is heavy rainfall have large number of leaves. They have large number of leaves and they do not shed their leaves in winter. They shed their leaves gradually. Hence, their trees remain green throughout the year. So the trees which grow in the area of heavy rainfall are called as evergreen trees. So again, what are the features? They do not shed their leaves in winter. The leaves remain green throughout the year. So as the trees are always green, so that's why these trees are called evergreen trees. For example, rubber and teak tree. They grow in the area of heavy rainfall. Even the smaller plants like pepper, cotton, sugarcane and rice also grow in such areas. See, this is the rubber tree. Rubber is collected this way. Teak tree with lots of leaves, isn't it? See, so many leaves are there. The smaller plant like pepper, cotton also grow in the area of heavy rainfall. But children, coconut trees grow best in coastal areas. Plants that grow near the sea coasts are able to survive in the area of heavy rainfall and salty water. So, I am concluding my session here. So, what we have learned in this session? Yes, we have learned about the term habitat. What are adaptations? Two types of plants. Terrestrial plants, aquatic plants. Traditional plants are found in hills and mountains, plains, marshy areas, desert areas, and the various features of the trees which help them to live in that particular areas. So here I have homework for you. What is that? You have to do this homework in your rough copy. So you have to write answer in one word. The living place of living beings. You have to write the one word of living place of living beings. The plants that grow on land. Structures that bear instead of flowers. The plants that grow in the marshy areas. So, here children, again read the chapter, learn the difficult words and do the homework. So, take care, remain safe.